Monday, Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, I need to go and do a pee. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new week. Craig Robert reporting in from the isolation booth here in Bayswater, speaking to you via a Neumann microphone. Neumann is the best manufacturer of microphones in the world, German company. They have been making microphones, good microphones, for, I don't know, decades. You know, maybe not 100 years, but it would be getting close. So all of the studios around the world have Neumann microphones in them. You probably recognise the shape because you've seen them. Because you have seen it on the TV in all the recording studios. And in terms of a voiceover microphone, the Neumann TLM 103 is probably in almost every voiceover booth in the world. Its big brother, which is a bit longer, which I will get one day, but they cost, $4,000. So I'm not going to be buying that just yet. These microphones are about $1,700 but beautiful quality, as you can tell. This black thing, do you know what this is called? It's called a popper. So it stops if you're, close to the microphone. Sorry, I'm hitting it with my hat. It stops those wind sounds. Anyway. Okay, this week, Thursday, is Mum's birthday, as you may have seen on the posts from last night. So, isolation birthday. So us boys will have to think of something as a bit of a surprise, because we all can't get together. However, that's that. Now, what news have I got for you today? Former North Melbourne coach and AFL player Dean Laidley was arrested on the weekend by Victoria Police in St Kilda for stalking. Now, this is a bit of a strange one. For stalking and other offences, it says. When he was at the police station, photos have been leaked of him there. Not only the mugshot they take when you are first interviewed, but photographs of him in a long blonde wig and a dress. So I think there's a bit more to come from this. Maybe he was just at a dress-up party. Who knows? But a little bit strange. The virus. There is a significant amount of evidence emerging that the virus was created in a laboratory in Wuhan, in China. And so it'll be very interesting if it is found to be true that this virus was deliberately created by the Chinese against a foreign actor. The US is what they're suggesting. That will be a very difficult thing for the world to process, because we can't afford to go to war with anybody, because that achieves nothing. all war is a breakdown of political process and achieves nothing other than gets more people killed. There were conflict on the weekend between North and South Korea at the border. Shots were fired across the border. Their boss, Kim Jong-un, has been absent for 3 weeks, not seen anywhere in the media until the last few days, where he was pictured and filmed visiting the opening of a new factory. So there's tensions continue in that part of the world. The other thing we're being encouraged to look at is your use of power at home. They're saying that people will start to be shocked by their power bills because everybody's at home and we're all using power. And that costs. So be very careful. Don't have lights on just for the sake of having lights on. And if you've got downlights or things that use a lot of power, then you need to be careful. So Aaron John Ferguson, if you could give us some advice on how we can use less power, that would be great. I'm going to send you something after this telecast. George Bush has come out and put a video out talking about that bipartisan action is necessary for us to get through what we're experiencing. And it's interesting how in America that ex-presidents are having something to say about where we are at. And there would be no guessing as to why that would be occurring in the US. We don't need to go there. France have just said that once travel starts back again, that any person, foreigner or local, going back into France will have to observe a compulsory 2-week quarantine. Interesting, and I think I spoke to you yesterday saying that I think that whole challenge around international travel is going to be a big challenge for governments to decide what they're going to do about that. And I notice that in, I can't remember what country it is now. One of them, anyway, I'm not going to say, it was just about transmissions, was up over the weekend. But I don't want to say anything because my memory hasn't served me well here and I don't want to make a mistake. This week, we are going to be reducing our sugar take. Here you will have seen that there has been quite an assortment of cakes that we have been consuming, but we need to reduce that. I'm about to go for a run once I finish talking to you. And when I get over to Werribee, I'm going to speak to Melissa and do an interview with her because she is about to, both of us are about to embark on a new challenge related to motor neuron disease. Melissa's husband, Andrew, died from MND last year, and he was very quick passing, sadly. He was diagnosed and sort of virtually a year later was sadly gone. And so Melissa has been very active in the MND space for obvious reasons, and there's a challenge out And so I will interview Melissa and she can tell you that story. And that'll be later in the week. The other thing I want, this is a question. Let me tell you that the countries of Germany, Taiwan, New Zealand, Iceland, Finland, Norway, and Denmark have all managed the coronavirus crisis extraordinarily well. 7 countries are seen globally as managing that crisis extraordinarily well. So the question and the challenge that I have for you is, why is that the case? What is the common denominator across those 7 countries that has seen them manage so well, is the question. What's the common denominator across those 7 countries? And the second thing is, why do you think that common denominator is the case? Why have those countries been able to manage it? Serious question. Please post your comments below because it's very interesting. That is all for now. I need to go and get active, kick the day off, and then I don't know what time it is, but then it will be time to get the kids up. Emily is here. Tom is here. Tom's girlfriend Sarah is here. Gracie is at Diana's sister, staying at Diana's sister's place because her sister has cats and dogs. And so for those of you that know Grace, she only needs 2 things in life to be happy: animals and a pool. Now, I don't think Shani has a pool at her place, and even if she did, unless it was heated, you wouldn't be getting in it now in Victoria. But as long as Grace can swim and is surrounded by animals, she doesn't need anything else. Maybe some food occasionally, but she's not even, into food that much. So that's what's happening here on this Monday. I will be going over today with Emily. We're going to visit Melissa and Alexandra and, of course, baby Ivy to say hello. Queenslanders, Grant and Denise, I see that they lifted the restrictions, or they eased the restrictions on the weekend, and you were all very naughty people up in Queensland, not observing the social distancing. And the interesting thing will be, not only were the police out in force doing their thing, the interesting thing will be to see, do you like that? Will be to see, as a result of this weekend, what the transmission tally is like, whether that goes up. So just keep an eye out for that. Okay, time for us all to get mobile. Have a great day and have a great week. And don't worry about anything. No point worrying about anything, because as I have learned in my life, that worrying has never served any productive purpose. Never. So if you have anxiety or you're worried about things, think positive, think about good things, because all the worry in the world does bugger all other than makes you feel like shit and not good. So there's my tip for the day. Have a great day, have a great week, keep smiling, and bye for now.